1 ACC kickoff in the books here in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm Ryan Kelly. He's Taylor Viles. And Taylor, it was a busy day. There was a lot to get to, but nobody minds doing the work when it means we're just this close to football being back in our lives.
Yeah, Ryan, football is in the air. Great to see all the coaches, the players talking about the season that is, as you said, right around the corner.
And of course, it kicked off, as always, with ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips. That's pretty standard for most of these media days. But of course, we're in a anything but standard time for college football. Lots of issues, including some that impact the ACC, and Phillips took them on one at a time. For better or for worse, Jim Phillips has always been more guarded than his conference commissioner colleagues about the discussions they have regarding the future of college football.
I've always tried to be part of solutions and collaboration.
Case in point, Tuesday morning, whereas the Big Ten's Tony Petitti was stumping plainly for his league's preferred future of the college football playoff.
About that. If you're 6-3 in the Big Ten, I would argue that's a great record. And if you stumbled in a non-conference game, I don't know why that disqualifies you.
Phillips took a subtler approach in support of the ACC's proposed model, awarding automatic bids only to the 5 highest-ranked conference champions, and not divvying them out by league.
I want to stay committed to access and fairness to all of college football, not only the ACC, and protect our AQ. So I look forward to our ongoing conversations, and I understand why other leagues feel differently about positioning of the future format.
Still, the fifth-year commish wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, saving maybe his most blunt comments for the league itself, saying if it wants more respect, it has to earn it.
And one of the things we have to do is we got to perform better too. We can't go 2-11 in postseason bowl games last year. We had 13, which was incredible, and then we played poorly. So we have to do our part.
That includes in high-profile non-conference matchups, which member schools have been happy to schedule, in addition to the annual non-conference rivalry games, mostly ACC versus SEC, the league's members take part in Thanksgiving weekend. Contests that Phillips thinks could be threatened if the league was pressured into adopting 9 conference games.
If the SEC ends up going to 9 and maybe we end up going to 9, I think there's a few challenges. Those rivalry games that we really enjoy, I think that the fans really enjoy, I think some of those go away.
The league also adopting some new rules, headlined by a weekly injury report that will also be enforced by men's and women's basketball, hoping to deter inside information getting into the hands of the gambling industry.
In football, an institution will submit an availability report 2 days before each league game, with updates 1 day before and on game day.
Another year of change, but hey, what else is new?
Turning our attention to Miami, the Hurricanes were one of the first teams at the podium on Tuesday. The team showing off big-name transfer quarterback Carson Beck, who's hoping to build on the Canes' recent success. His new team coming off their best season since 2017, 10 wins. The only problem, the first 9 were to start the year. They lost 3 of the 4 final games to miss out on the ACC championship game by just 1 spot. Head coach Mario Cristobal, about to start his 4th season in Miami, spoke about this year's focus of finishing strong.
We've made a lot of progress over the last 3 years. I mean, year 1, our roster was not really built to take on Power 4 football. In year 2, every game was competitive. And then last year, we had a chance to win every single game, but we didn't. And it's more than, I know we pointed out the defense a little bit earlier, but you know what also fell apart at the end? Ball security. Finishing is a mentality. Finishing is a work ethic that comes with the offseason. And we've always, invested a ton of effort in those areas, and we've invested even more this offseason, and it'll be a big part of training camp as well.
Cristobal and the Hurricanes will be in Tallahassee on October 4th to face the Seminoles. That should be a great game from Joke.
Moving on, another note out of Charlotte Tuesday. You may be seeing a familiar face on your TV this fall. Former FSU head coach Jimbo Fisher set to join the ACC network as an analyst this season. The coach that led the Noles to the 2013 BCS National Championship set to join the Huddle, the kind of ACC network version of College Game Day, each week throughout the 2025 season. And speaking of Florida State coaches, Wednesday we're going to hear from Mike Norvell, bringing 4 Seminoles here to Uptown Charlotte. Can't wait to hear from every single one of them and see how the Noles plan to move on from what was, of course, a disappointing 2024.
Yeah, clean slate, that's the best part about it. 2025 should be a big rebound, at least we're hoping for that, and looking forward to hearing from Tommy Castellanos as well.
Absolutely. He's had a lot of confidence in the offseason. We talked a lot about that on Monday. We'll talk about it today. We'll see if we end up talking about it on Wednesday. But for now, from Uptown Charlotte, I'm Ryan. He's Taylor. This is WCTV Sports.